two separate military branches.
Well, the Army.
We've been doing pretty good in football lately.
Two veterans from different areas, fighting in one war, leading them to meet for the very first time more than 40 years later.
Welcome home, brother. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. You too.
Dennis Cavett was a squad leader for the Army. Ben Hogenkamp was a river patrolman in the Navy. Both fought in the Vietnam War.
I don't care how big of a man you profess to be. When you get to those situations, it's very emotional.
After the war was over, both had to get reaccustomed to life as civilians.
That whole experience just kind of went way back on the back shelf. It wasn't the kind of thing I necessarily wanted to talk about.
Honor Flight Bluegrass is an organization whose sole mission is to fly veterans to Washington, D.C. and allow them to visit their respective memorials.
This allows veterans to reflect upon their service, share war stories, and uplift each other.
That was our mission.
Ben and Dennis are going on this year's honor flight to D.C. They are both ready to meet the other 125 veterans coming from around the country.
A man can leave a war, but the war never leaves the man. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to get together and talk.
And to somehow experience this with them, I feel honored.
That honor flight is scheduled to depart out of Louisville on Saturday morning. Now, while they have a full itinerary ahead, both Ben and Dennis tell me that they are excited to take this trip to Washington, D.C. alongside their fellow servicemen and women. In Paducah, Bryce Mansfield, WPSD Local 6.